dear champions, so we all have entered the new year and we are in January, which is just 2 months away from your board exams, final board exams, right? So with exams around the corner, now many of you are very confused about your preparation, they are very stressed, right? So yes students, to help you with this, I have come up with a 30-day strategy to complete the chemistry syllabus. Okay, so this is going to, I will be telling you day wise plan, how to divide the time between all the three, like organic, physical and inorganic, how much time to be dedicated to which chapter. So everything I'm going to discuss in detail. So if you are someone who hasn't completed the chemistry or feel nervous about chemistry, do not worry, this video is for you, where I'll be discussing the detailed strategy. So please sit with a notebook and pen so that you can note down all the important things that I tell you. Okay, so yes, now let's get started here. Okay, so now before starting, I want to tell you one of the very important thing that you should keep in your mind at this point of time is never give up, my dear students. Now see, many of you might be very like your pre-boards or your other exams have gone, it might not have gone well, and you might be very demotivated and you might be thinking that what I can do in 2 months, I may not get good marks, I will not be able to get good marks, and you might leave studying right now. But remember students, these 2 months, those who can utilize in the best possible way, in the most effective way, will be the one who will be succeeding in the exam. How much you have studied before doesn't matter, but how you study these 2 months are very critical. So all of you, please, this is my honest request to all my students not to give up at this point of time. This is the point to fight, this is the point to fight back, this is the time to come back, right? So and yes, with this 30-day strategy, we are going to come back in chemistry. Whether you have studied before or not, you can follow this 30-day strategy to complete your chemistry syllabus. So now, before doing anything, let's talk about something called as 80-20 rule. And I know that most of you might have heard this, right? This rule says that 80% of the questions come from 20% of the syllabus. Okay, so what should be our target? Our target is to finish this 20% of the syllabus from where majority of the questions are being asked. Okay, this is the smart way of preparing for your exams. Now let me tell you the division. So if you see, in chemistry we have this blue part, okay, represents your organic chemistry, from where 47 marks questions will be there. From this one you will be having in your physical chemistry 37 and in inorganic chemistry 21, right? This is organic, this one is physical and inorganic. Now if you add, this is this is the number of questions that will be asked, right? So it may not be exactly 100, I think 7 and 14, 15, then 4, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, so almost 105. So you have some extra questions, so based on that the marks are distributed. So this is how the questions will be asked. So now you see that the majority is carried by organic and physical, right? So we need to focus on organic and physical first. Okay, now coming to talk about the question level that is asked in your PU board examination. So if you see that 80% of these questions, this yellow, okay, represents 80%. You can see 80% of these questions are easy. Only 10% questions are moderate and 10% questions are difficult. Okay, now how can we get this marks? Now see, if you just do 10 years of PYQs, okay, you can solve 80% of the questions. Okay, now if you just want to solve 90% of the questions, then what you have to do? 10 years of PYQs plus NCERT in text questions plus examples. This will give you 90% of the questions. If you want to do all 100% questions, then 10 PYQs, 10 years of PYQs, okay, this is 10 years of PYQs plus NCERT all questions plus NCERT line by line. If you cover these things, then you will be getting 100%. Now means you can attempt 100% questions. Now the question if you see arise here is, you can get 80% only by solving previous year questions. Previous year questions if you see are mostly repetitive. So if you solve 10 years of PYQs, you can find all the most important, repeated and very expected questions. Okay, rest 20% we can tackle by doing in-text and solved examples, and next questions we can solve by reading NCERT line by line. Okay, now you understood how can we get this 100 marks. Okay, now coming to the very important thing, that is the key thing that you should be keeping in your mind is minimize your resources, maximize your revision. Okay, so you need to have very limited resources. Now many students during this exam time, they take this person's note, this friend's note, that teacher's note, this teacher's note, that book, this book, and get very confused. Okay, now suppose you are studying from one book and your friend told, oh, okay, no, this book is having more questions, that is having more definitions, more examples and all, I am referring to that book. Now what you feel, okay, I can also refer to that book, right? So you leave this book and you go to that book. Then you get something more information, you shift to another book. You refer to 3-4 books and nothing is completed fully. So please do not do this mistake. Make sure that your resources are very limited and you need to have just 2 resources. One is NCERT book and one is your PYQ book. Clear? Now if you are learning through our channel, our videos, then I'll be telling you how you can use our channel resources to complete your preparation. So let us talk about that. So the first step will be our syllabus coverage, right? To cover the whole syllabus. How can you do it? Now listen carefully. If you are someone who have studied the concepts, okay, who have understood the concepts and like you know the overall basics of the chapter, but you want to know in detail, then you can skip this first part. You can just go and read our Decode NCERT series. In this series what we are doing, we are just telling you the most important, like all the important part of the book. In the book there are so many things written which are not like relevant. So you do not have to go word by word, okay? You can just see our videos and where we have told you highlight, where we have told you important point, just see those part and you go for the exam you will do. This way you can save your time. Now if you are someone who hasn't started the chapter at all, so I can request you to first watch any one shot video, okay, or you watch our KSET videos, okay, 60 out of 60 KSET chemistry playlist, 60 out of 60 KSET physics playlist is there. You can go there whichever chapter you want. So mostly you will be having 2 videos per chapter. You can make it to 1.5x and like learn that chapter, understand the concepts, then go for this one and you can just finish the like overall you can make a complete cover the chapter in a holistical way. You have understood the concepts and NCERT also you have marked everything important. That is syllabus coverage. Next comes what? Next is your question practice, right? So for question practice, first of all I recommend you to watch our Brahmastra series, okay, because here especially I can say in chemistry I have given you 50 plus questions in almost all the chapters, okay. So now just imagine from one chapter if you are solving 50 plus questions, then there how much and you know that each chapter will be having like 2 to 3 questions and you have solved 50 questions. So the probability of that 2 to 3 questions being from that 50 questions increases, right? So please I request you, if you are like want to really master chemistry, please watch my Brahmastra series videos. I have taken a lot of effort, okay, and these are like full of questions there. I can assure like 90% of questions can be tracked from that particular series, okay. Now after this is done, if you want to, then you have to go for PYQs, okay. So Jeevit publication book I have personally seen, I have read that book, it is good. You can go for other publications also like Oswald or SJR, okay. There might be some other publications, but these are what I have seen from your comments and all. So yes, these 2 books you can refer and Jeevit also for doing the PYQs. After this also, if you have time, go and solve NCERT in text plus solved examples, okay. After this is done, for MCQs you can just refer to NCERT exemplar book, okay. Apart from this, I want to tell you very soon we are also going to start our MCQ series. Okay, so you do not have to worry for MCQ, or we will be taking care of that. But yes, if you want for now for practice, go and solve exemplar questions. Okay, so now coverage, syllabus coverage is over. How to do? First you have to, if your concepts are clear, you have understood the overall concepts, and then you just want to make sure that you do not leave anything from NCERT, then directly go to decode NCERT. If your chapter is not started at all, then watch any one shot video, cover the concepts, and then watch decode NCERT. Chapter is done fully. Now for question practice, watch Brahmastra series, then do PYQs. Okay, after doing PYQs, if you have time, do in-text questions and solved examples. After that, MCQs you can refer to NCERT exemplar questions. Okay, after that what we can do, we have revision. Okay, so for revision what you can do, for physical chemistry you need to prepare formula sheets. For organic chemistry you need to have flow charts of the reactions. Now if you have doubt how to prepare flow chart of the reaction, do not worry. If you watch my KSET organic chemistry chapters, every chapter I have made you flow chart, just you can copy that. Okay, next you can have a list of all the mechanisms, all the name reactions list you can prepare. Okay, that is also available. I have a video where I have done all the name reactions, all the conversion questions I have done. Next, coming to inorganic chemistry, you have to focus on electronic configuration of scandium to zinc, then list of trends. Okay, so if I say that in my DNF block KSET series, I think lecture 14 or part 2 of DNF block, something I remember, I have discussed all the trends in detail with explanation. If you watch that one video, then you do not have to go to any other video for trends. So if you find the trends little difficult, then please watch that video and make sure that you understand everything. I am very sure that you will understand, and this will help you a lot. Next is you have to focus on preparation of KMnO4 and K2Cr2O7. These reactions are little difficult because they are big reactions, so you have to revise it again and again. So make sure that you write them in a particular place and keep it. Now what is this question list? So now when you have watched this Brahmastra series, when you have done this PYQs, there might be certain questions which you felt difficult or which you did wrong, or you find that this is little difficult, tricky question, something like that. You can make a list of all those questions and keep it and can revise those questions especially. Okay, so we have three things done. We have completed the syllabus, we have covered the solved the questions, and then we have also done revision. Okay, after this what we have to do? Okay, now I will be telling you the 30 days plan. So now in this 30-day plan I have given first physical chemistry 7 days, organic chemistry 16 days, inorganic chemistry 7 days. Now a question may arise in your mind like, we have seen that organic chemistry was having more weightage, right? Then why am I starting with physical chemistry? So see students, this is completely up to you. You can start with anything, but I find physical chemistry little easy, so that when you do easy things, your confidence will be boosted, you will feel more confident. Okay, so that is why I thought first we can start with physical chemistry, okay, then organic chemistry, and then lastly inorganic chemistry. So now whenever you are starting this plan, okay, so from that day to 30 days you have to count. I am not giving any date because many of you might start on different days, many of you might be having exam and all. So whenever you are watching, from that particular day to the next 30 days you have to follow this plan. Okay, and one more thing I want to tell you here. Yeah, so when you do this syllabus coverage, right, so for per chapter you have to give 3 + 1 hour. 3 hours to complete the concept and 1 hour for revision. Okay, 3 hours you can do any one shot videos. Okay, any chapter one shot video will not be more than 3 hours. I can assure you that it will definitely be less than 3 hours. So you can just watch that one shot video of one particular chapter, okay, or you can watch our channel videos, and once you see that, after that you can do 1 hour of revision. Okay, and then decode NCERT you can include in this 3 hours, or you can just decode NCERT videos are just 15-20 minutes, okay, or like hardly 30 minutes. You can spare 30 minutes for that. Okay, fine. Now coming to the 7-day plan for physical chemistry. Okay, so on day 1 we will be doing solution one shot. Okay, only you have to spend 3 hours, not solutions, I can take 2 hours is enough. So 2 hours you have to spend to understand the concepts of solutions. Second day you have to watch our Brahmastra series and do the questions. Okay, you can do PYQs and Brahmastra questions. Okay, so PYQs you will do from Jivit book. Okay, and for extra more questions you can follow the Brahmastra series. Okay, next day 3 electrochemistry one shot you have to watch. Okay, that will be around again 3 hours you can spend. Then I'll tell for electrochemistry definitely watch Decode NCERT. Okay, that is very important. Okay, so many questions are there inside the book from where in the your blueprint paper, midterm paper questions have been asked. So make sure that you see these questions, this particular series of Decode NCERT from electrochemistry. Next day you have to do PYQs and question practice from Brahmastra. Okay, next day 5 chemical kinetics, very small chapter, 2 to 3 hours will be required. After that PYQs plus question practice. Okay, so 6 days are over. On the 7th day you can just, while doing this you must have prepared short notes or your formula sheet, so you can revise that and do some numericals. Okay, at least you can practice 10 numericals, or sorry 5 numericals from each chapter, so total 15 numericals you can practice. Okay, so that is the day or plan for first 7 days. Okay, now let us move towards organic chemistry, where I have 16 days plan. Okay, day 8 to day 23. Okay, so what I'll do on day 8 you have to just do haloalkanes and haloarenes. Next day you have to do question practice. So question practice from where? Brahmastra and PYQs. Okay, day 10 and day 11 you have to do alcohols, phenols and ethers. Now when I am giving you 2 days, first day you have to finish alcohols and phenols, second day you have to finish ethers, and you have to revise alcohols and phenols. Okay, day 12 you have to do question practice. Day 30, so you may ask like how many questions we have to do and all, so I'll be telling you all the last 5 years of previous year questions and almost 30 to 40 questions that I have discussed in my Brahmastra series. Now students, you might be thinking that I am promoting Brahmastra so much, so that is because students, I know that is the best content that is available regarding the question practice for your PU boards. Okay, so I am not saying for any other, I am not promoting my KSET videos or anything, right, but I want really you people to take the benefit of that because we have worked on this. Okay, now coming to day 13 and day 14 you have to do one of the very long important chapter, that is aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acid. So because you can see most of the reactions of aldehydes and ketones are common, so you can finish aldehydes, ketones on the first day and carboxylic acid on the next day. Okay, then again you have to do question practice, the same source, 5 years of previous year questions and the Brahmastra series. Okay, fine. Next we can go to again organic chemistry planning only is going on. So day 16 amines, very small chapter, question practice next day. Day 18 will be biomolecules, day 19 will be question practice again. Okay, now day 20 to 23 what are we going to do? Day 20 you can revise all the name reactions. Okay, you can watch a video in my channel or complete name reaction, there are 2 or 3 videos on that, you can watch and practice all the name reactions thoroughly. Next thing, day 21 you can do conversion questions and mechanisms. Okay, so conversion questions also I have 2 videos in my channel, part 1 and part 2, you can watch those. I'll put the links of all the videos in the description section, you can go there and easily find out the videos. Okay, and mechanisms, 1 video will be there. Next, day 22 and day 23, as I told you, organic chemistry requires a lot of revision, so revise as many, like whatever questions you have done, revise all those questions again. Okay, so I can say almost 30 questions you could have seen from all the chapters, so 30 into 5, like almost 150 questions, right? So you can use those questions to revise in these 2 days. Okay, so again you have to revise what? Do not go and revise your notes again and again, revise the questions. Okay, now lastly coming to the inorganic chemistry 7-day plan. So in inorganic chemistry day 24 we will first do D&F block. Okay, this is very important, so you can just watch any one shot video or you can read from your notes and all. Next day you have to do question practice. Day 26 coordination compounds, day 27 question practice. Okay, now in this, as I told you, preparation of KMnO4 and K2Cr2O7 is little difficult, or very lengthy reactions are there, so you have to can spend one day to revise those reactions only, and then day 29 and 30 will be your revision and backup. So if you could not complete these two in one day, some concepts are left or something, you can back up that with in these 2 buffer days. Okay, so I hope this 30-day plan is very clear, and it is not like that I have given you something which is not possible. If you spare 3 to 4 hours per day for chemistry, then definitely you will be able to do this. Okay, now a question may arise like, ma'am, we have other subjects also. Yes, so you have to give priority based on your strength and weakness. Okay, so if you are not able to do, see, if I told you to complete the whole chapter, and it will hardly take 3 hours, I know that, but if yes, 3 hours is not there, you spend 2 hours. Complete how much is possible, do your maximum. That is the that should be the target. Okay, to put your maximum effort in this series. Okay, so next, coming to how can you use our channel to help you with this. Okay, so what should be the order? So first, as I tell you, for concept you can watch K60 out of 60 Diksha K-set series. Okay, so here we have explained all the concept. So any chapter which is not completed, you want to understand those concepts. Okay, because video you can do like fast, you can understand because somebody is teaching you there, and if you have not completed any concept, you want to revise any concept, then you can use this particular series and first have a overlook of the concept. So if you do from here, I can say almost 90% of your concepts will be done, because these are mostly K-set focused. Okay, so something from the NCERT which is not relevant for K-set may not be there, but yes, 90% will be done. I will be telling you how to make it 100% also. Okay, after that you have to do question practice from our Brahmastra series. Okay, so if you have done all the questions of Brahmastra series, then almost 85% of your preparation are done. Okay, after that what you have to do for the last finish, for that rest for 15% which is there. Okay, for that you have to focus on our decode NCERT series. So now I am telling you again and again, if I see the blueprint and the midterm paper, there were questions in chemistry from every corner of the chapter, from the most unexpected part of the chapter. Okay, so that is why I have personally read whole NCERT book of chemistry, underlined each and every potential question from that particular chapter. Okay, so if you are able to do up to this much is also fine, but yes, if you have time, if you want to push to get that centum in chemistry, then this is the must. After you are done with this, then for mastering MCQs, there is something surprise. I told you we are coming very soon with an MCQ series, but yes, I won't reveal anything about that, but something is there. Okay, and lastly, for test we have our PU2 success blueprint test series. Okay, but it is paid, so if you are able to afford it, you can buy. Now discount offer is also going on. Okay, you can use the coupon code and avail discount on our PU2 success blueprint test series. Yes, but if you are not ready to take this, that is also completely fine. You have so many sample papers in your exams, pre-board exams are conducted, so you can write those papers again. You can take past years of papers and solve them. Okay, but make sure that you solve them under exam conditions. Clear? So this is what our channel, a wholesome preparation you will be getting in one particular channel. Okay, so yes students, that's all about 30-day chemistry challenge. So if you are ready to take this 30-day challenge, if you are ready to use this 30 days to boost your preparation for chemistry in a systematic, effective and wholesome way, then please put a comment that you are in, and if you want any other help, that also you can comment down, we will definitely address to it. Okay, so students, we are really working hard for your exams, and I personally am very nervous about your exams, how my students are preparing and all. There is no direct contact with you all, but yes, I really am interested to know about your preparation. So please put down your comments regarding your level of preparation, how is the preparation going on, and if you have any difficulties or if you want any help, please do let us know. We will definitely help you. Okay, so thank you students, and do not forget to subscribe the channel if you like this video.